What if the key to unlocking your true potential lies not in the past or the future, but in this very moment? What if everything you've been searching for, peace, happiness, and fulfillment, is already within you, waiting to be discovered? Today, we're diving into one of the most transformative books of our time, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Get ready to explore how living in the present moment can change your life forever. Eckhart Tolle, a spiritual teacher and best-selling author, has touched millions of lives with his profound insights into mindfulness and presence. His book, The Power of Now, isn't just a book, it's a guide to living a more meaningful, joyful, and awakened life. Originally published in 1997, this timeless masterpiece has sold over 5 million copies worldwide and has been translated into 33 languages. It speaks to something deep within us, the longing to break free from the noise of our minds and find true peace. In this audiobook, Tolle takes us on a journey to discover the power of the present moment. He teaches us how to quiet the constant chatter of our thoughts, let go of past regrets, and stop worrying about the future. Whether you're new to mindfulness or a seasoned practitioner, The Power of Now offers practical wisdom that can transform the way you experience life. So, let's dive in and explore the key lessons from this life-changing audiobook. Let's face it, most of us are stuck in a mental loop. We're either replaying past mistakes, things we wish we'd done differently, or we're anxiously planning for the future, worrying about what might go wrong. Sound familiar? This constant mental time travel leaves us feeling drained, anxious, and disconnected from the present moment. Tolle calls this the pain body, the accumulation of past emotional pain that weighs us down and keeps us trapped in negativity. And when we're not dwelling on the past, we're often projecting ourselves into the future, chasing goals, and thinking, I'll be happy when, but here's the catch. That future moment never really arrives. It's always just out of reach, leaving us in a state of perpetual dissatisfaction. And the result is we miss out on the beauty and richness of life as it's happening right now. We're so busy thinking about what was or what could be that we forget to truly live. This is the challenge Tolle addresses in The Power of Now: how to break free from the grip of time and awaken to the present moment, the only place where life truly exists. So, how do we escape the trap of living in our minds and start living in the now? Tolle offers several powerful concepts to guide us. Let's explore the most important ones. Concept number 1. The present moment is all there is. Tolle's central message is that the present moment is the only reality. The past and future are mental constructs. They don't actually exist. The past is just a memory, and the future is a projection of your mind. When you dwell on the past, you're reliving old emotions and experiences, which can lead to regret, guilt, or resentment. When you focus on the future, you're often consumed by anxiety, fear, or anticipation. But here's the truth. Life only happens in the present moment. Everything you experience, your thoughts, emotions, sensations, and interactions, occurs right now. By anchoring yourself in the now, you free yourself from the mental burden of time. Tolle suggests that even when you recall the past or plan for the future, you're doing it in the present moment. This realization is liberating because it means you don't have to be a prisoner of your thoughts. Here's the practical tip for you. Try this exercise. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Notice how your mind becomes still when you're fully present. This simple practice can help you reconnect with the now. Concept number 2. The ego, the voice in your head. The ego, as Tolle describes it, is the false sense of self that's created by your thoughts. It's the voice in your head that's constantly judging, comparing, and seeking validation. The ego thrives on identifying with your past experiences, your achievements, your failures, and your future desires. It's always trying to define who you are based on external factors. But the ego isn't who you truly are. Your true self is the awareness behind the thoughts, the silent observer that notices the ego without getting caught up in it. Tolle teaches that by observing the ego without judgment, you can detach from it and reconnect with your true essence. For example, if you find yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, recognize that this is just a thought created by the ego. It's not the truth. By observing the thought without identifying with it, you take away its power. The practical tip for you is, Practice self-observation. Throughout the day, notice when the ego is active. Are you comparing yourself to others? Are you seeking approval? Simply observe these patterns without judgment. This awareness is the first step toward transcending the ego. Concept number 3, mindfulness and presence. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing your attention to the present moment. It's about being fully engaged with whatever you're doing, whether it's eating, walking, or having a conversation. Tolle emphasizes that mindfulness isn't something you do, it's something you are. It's a state of being fully alive and aware. One of the simplest ways to cultivate mindfulness is to focus on your breath. Your breath is always happening in the present moment, so it's a powerful anchor for your attention. Another technique is to observe your surroundings with curiosity and openness. Notice the colors, shapes, and textures around you. Listen to the sounds in your environment. Feel the sensations in your body. Tolle also suggests using everyday activities as opportunities to practice presence. For example, when you're washing dishes, feel the warmth of the water and the texture of the dishes. When you're walking, feel the ground beneath your feet. These small moments of presence can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. The practical tip for you is, set a reminder on your phone to pause and take 3 mindful breaths every hour. This simple habit can help you stay grounded throughout the day. Concept number 4, surrender and acceptance. One of the most profound teachings in The Power of Now is the idea of surrender. Tolle explains that resistance to the present moment is the root of suffering. When you resist what is, whether it's a difficult emotion, a challenging situation, or even a minor inconvenience, you create inner conflict. This resistance drains your energy and keeps you stuck in negativity. Surrender doesn't mean giving up or being passive. It means accepting the present moment as it is, without trying to change or judge it. When you surrender, you let go of the mental struggle and open yourself to the flow of life. This doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means you take action from a place of peace and clarity, rather than fear or frustration. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of getting angry or impatient, accept the situation as it is. Use the time to practice mindfulness or simply enjoy a moment of stillness. By surrendering to the present moment, you transform your experience of it. Here's the practical tip. If the next time you're faced with a challenging situation, pause and ask yourself, can I accept this moment as it is? Notice how your resistance dissolves when you choose acceptance. Concept number 5, the power of stillness. Stillness is the space between thoughts, the inner quiet where you connect with your true essence. Tolle calls this essence being. It's the part of you that's always at peace, always whole, and always connected to the source of life. In our busy, noisy world, it's easy to overlook the power of stillness. We're constantly bombarded with information, distractions, and demands on our time. But when you take a moment to be still, you tap into a deep well of peace and clarity. Tolle suggests that stillness is not something you need to create. It's already within you. You just need to access it. One way to do this is through meditation, but you can also find stillness in everyday moments. For example, when you're sitting in nature, listening to music, or simply gazing at the sky, you can experience a sense of inner quiet. You can use the following practical tip. Set aside 5 to 10 minutes each day to sit in stillness. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and let go of all thoughts. If your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, you'll find it easier to access this inner stillness. One of the most powerful insights in The Power of Now is this. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. This quote encapsulates the essence of Tolle's teaching. The present moment is not just a point in time. It's a doorway to a deeper reality, a place where you can access your true power and potential. Tolle shares a beautiful analogy. Imagine the sun is always shining, but sometimes it's hidden behind the clouds. The clouds are like your thoughts. They come and go, but the sun, your true self, is always there, waiting to be discovered. When you learn to live in the now, you step out from behind the clouds and into the light. This realization is life-changing. It means you don't have to wait for the perfect moment or the right circumstances to be happy. Happiness is available to you right now, in this very moment, if you simply choose to be present. So, what have we learned from The Power of Now? First, the present moment is the only reality. Everything else is a mental construct. Second, by observing the ego and practicing mindfulness, we can break free from the grip of time and reconnect with our true selves. And finally, through surrender and acceptance, we can find peace and joy in the here and now. Applying these principles to your life can transform the way you experience the world. You'll find yourself more grounded, more peaceful, and more alive. As Tolle says, the moment you realize you are not present, you are present. It's that simple, and yet, it's the most profound shift you can make. Now it's your turn. How do you practice mindfulness in your daily life? Thank you for listening. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights on life-changing books like The Power of Now. Until next time, remember, the power to transform your life is always in the present moment. See you in the now.